It's a cool Thursday morning here in Junction City on what we hope is our last day in the shop. While Charlie works feverishly inside the motorhome, hooking up and helping Brian get the last things connected to our charge air cooler, I'm going to take one last walk around the neighborhood. And I'll share that with you because it's quite beautiful and I think you'd enjoy it. So every day I try to get a little exercise in, and even though our motorhome's been in the shop for almost 3 weeks, I have taken a little bit of time out of every day to make the walk down this country road, which is right outside the shop. So one of the fields that I walk by every time is this lovely clover field. And here, the clover's not grown as weeds like at home it's often thought of. Instead, it's grown to help the honeybees flavor their honey with clover. All up and down this road are recently harvested hay fields. And that's the one crop I've had the most difficulty with. I think I may be one of the most hay fever afflicted people ever. And every time they cut a little more, I have to sneeze quite a bit more. But it still makes for a beautiful walk. I spent a little time yesterday with Debbie, who farms here locally, and she told me that most of the crops I see growing along this road and in this part of Oregon are planted for their seeds. So they're seed crops rather than produce crops, except of course for that hay, which I think may have been planted solely to see how many times it can make me sneeze. A lovely old farmhouse with one of my favorite buildings along this route, this lovely old barn. And more hay. This appears to be a miniature Christmas tree farm. Not sure if the trees themselves are going to be miniature or if it's just a really tiny farm. But it makes for a nice view walking along today. The entire time we've been here, I keep waiting for these unusual roadside flowers to bloom all the way down the stalk. But I guess I'm not going to get to see that if with any luck we leave today. So I'll just show you what they look like in partial bloom, I guess. If you look in the background of each picture, you can see that besides being surrounded by hay, we are also surrounded by mountains. So beautiful views wherever we look. So I make one last pass by the field of clover, and normally in the next field that I come to, there's usually sheep grazing, and for some unknown reason, they're also being watered. I guess they are multitasking in this field, and maybe we can all learn from that. Who knows? But I don't see the sheep out in the fields today. Oh, yes, I do. They're way across the way near the road. So maybe they've been watered enough, and now they're just grazing. Well, I made it back to the shop and I don't hear our engine running, so I guess that means there's still a little bit left to do. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm really hoping to be on the coast this evening. Sunny weather's live from Junction City.